Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Nichols and this is my Nucamp Honors Graduation Project, Gamer Cafe. Gamer Cafe is a front-end React Native app being run on the Android emulator that was meant to be kind of a template for small to medium-sized businesses to display their various services and features to interested parties. This one, made for the fictional arcade/cafe Gamer Cafe, has various unique features specifically for a cafe/arcade. The information that you'll be seeing in a second is all coming to you via fetch calls to HTTP endpoints saved on a Node.js server. This server is pulling information primarily from a MongoDB database, but the React app also, to some extent, is pulling information from a Google Cloud Functions storage bucket where all the images are being stored. With that said, let's go ahead and just dive in. So you can get them either through links that I've saved here or just by clicking on the drawer and clicking on the links there. So if you click on a button in the menu, you can have various items pop up. By clicking on the various items, you can get more information about them. And by clicking on the food allergies question mark, you can get more information on the food allergies. All of this, again, being stored right here. By going to the events page, you can see the upcoming events. Ignore the date. And by clicking on information, you can get more information on that event. This, by the way, is a feature of React Native Snap Carousel. Very interesting way of getting carousels to work on a React Native app. You also have a games list where by clicking on the various games in the drop-down menu, you can pull up an image for the game and its title. Just a fun and interactive way of making a list of arcade games more interesting. Lastly, we have a room reservation page where by clicking on reserve under an interested box, you can get more information. And by clicking on make a reservation, you can get a pop-up form that, when submitted, will eventually send to the back end. Currently, it's not working due to strange features of the form that I used, but that will be a soon-to-be updated thing. Lastly, we have a login page, the creme de la creme of my app. A login page, which you can see coded here, utilizes user selectors, dispatches, etc. to connect to the user slice, which has create async funcs for helping to fetch user signup and user login from endpoints that are connected to the Node.js server. And also a register page, which does the same thing. That said, let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and filled out the information ahead of time just to keep things rolling. So let's create Cool Guy. And you may have noticed the icon up here has changed to User Cool Guy. And that's going to go ahead and follow you everywhere via the Redux storage capabilities and use selector hooks. And if you look down here, the login has changed to log out, also via use selector and use state hooks. And if we don't want to be Cool Guy anymore for some reason, we can always just log out. And we are now nobody. And if we try to make Cool Guy again, or someone else tries to become Cool Guy, they'll go ahead and get an error code 500. But if you want to just log in as Cool Guy again, we can just Cool Guy, my super secret password, and there you have it. That's about all I have time for today, so quick wrap-ups. The most difficult part of this project was definitely managing all the information being passed back and forth from the front end to the back end, especially getting to the tokens that I saved to the async storage functionality of Android emulator. But it was definitely worth it because being able to interact so easily with the state and create user information that follows you around was incredibly fun for me. So that about wraps up all I have. Thanks for watching, everybody, and tune in next time for when this Gamer Cafe becomes a publicly hosted one from, let's say, Google Play.